St. Louis Cardinals baseball here on Let's Talk Sports. It's a lovely Saturday evening here at Busch Stadium in downtown St. Louis. The Cardinals getting set to take on the New York Yankees. Hi again, everybody. Welcome to the broadcast booth. And this one, I'm Josh Wright with the play-by-play. And here's some news. Some of the storylines heading into this game. Clark Schmidt, who's on the mound for New York, he's been dominant as of late. Oswald Peraza looking to improve as he's hitting a .160 in his last 19 games. The Cardinals, meanwhile, Jose Barrios pulled off a big win on the mound in Game 1 of this series as the Cardinals won 2-1. The bullpen's been looking really good as of late. So Clark Schmidt will take the mound for New York. The Cardinals will go for the lefty, rookie lefty, Quinn Matthews, but Clark Schmidt, 4-1 this year, 7 starts, 48 innings pitched, 1.50 ERA. The dude is putting up some really, really solid numbers in his last 7 starts. Let's see if he can continue that dominance here in this game against St. Louis. Cardinals baseball coming up next. Here's Quinn Matthews on the mound for St. Louis. I have to redo this stream because my roommate came in and came home from doing some errands, but sounds like he's not going to be back for a while. He just left again. But Quinn Matthews, 16 starts this year, 6-1. You guys know the drill with him. I forgot. I didn't mean to have the quick counts on, but it is what it is. Here's Jazz Chisholm. Bounds it off. The count is 1-2. 98 career home runs for Jazz Chisholm. 2 away from 100. He could possibly get it. He could have number 99 tonight, and then number 100 could come in the finale of this 3-game set. 2-2 pitch. 1 away now. Here is Cody Bellinger. One out, here's Cody Bellinger, a new addition to the Yankees. As he was brought over after spending 2 seasons with the Cubs. There's another strikeout for Matthews. Here's the rest of the Yankee lineup presented by Southwest Airlines. Oh, never mind, I guess we get to see Aaron Judge. But I'll show it for you because why not? Judge Chisholm leads off at second. Cody Bellinger, Aaron Judge. Giancarlo Stanton in the cleanup spot. He's in left. Ben Rice bats fifth. He's DH. Batting sixth is the first baseman, former Cardinal Paul Goldschmidt. DJ LeMahieu, Peraza, and Renato Hernandez all in that order. And then the defensive lineup for St. Louis. Contreras is at first base. Second base is Ezekiel Duran. Shortstop Weston Wilson. Mason Wynn is the night off. Arenado at third. And the outfield from left to right, Nootbaar, Rojas, Brendan Donovan, and Herrera is doing the catching. Hey, Braven, how you doing, good sir? I apologize. I had to redo this stream because my roommate came in. I didn't mean to end the stream. But Quinn Matthews strikes out the side. Here at the top of inning number 1, we go to the bottom half. Cardinals coming to hit. Quinn Matthews struck out the side in the top half of the first. Question is, will Clark Schmidt do the same in the bottom half of the first inning? Only one way to find out. Clark Schmidt 8-9 on the year, 3.78 ERA. 23 games started. Rojas will lead things off, hitting .272. Oh, the Cubs won the World Series in your game? That's cool. 64-58 is the record for the Yankees. I know their record in real life is a lot better. But in this game, they're in second place. 6.5 games out behind the Baltimore Orioles. There's a strikeout to lead things off for Clark Schmidt here in the bottom of the inning. Here's another replay of it. One out, here's Lars Nootbaar, someone who's known for striking out quite a bit. If you guys watched the stream we did, I think yesterday, when we were going up against the Rockies, Nootbaar, he struck out, I think he was 1 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. 2-1 pitch, there's a sinker taken for ball 3. Contreras will be on deck, and then Jordan Walker to follow. Yeah, just had to double check. Here comes the 3-1 to Nootbaar. Grounder to Chisholm. For the first in time, that's out number 2. Here is the rest of the Cardinal lineup presented by Southwest Airlines. Rojas and Nootbaar, you already saw them. Wilson Contreras bats third at first. Jordan Walker hits cleanup. He's DH. Arenado batting fifth. He's at third. Brendan Donovan bats sixth in right field. Batting seventh at short is Weston Wilson, Duran, and Herrera, all in that order. Here's Wilson Contreras. Contreras hitting .276 on the year. There's a grounder to third. Third to first will be in time, and we go to the second inning. Game 2 of a 3-game set between the New York Yankees and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's a lot of fun when these two teams meet up for a game. Someone asked me what's my dream World Series. This is kind of a boring pick, but it would be the Yankees and the Cardinals. I mean, think of it. The Yankees, team with the most World Series. Cardinals with the most World Series out of any National League team.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
27 for New York, 11 for St. Louis, so that's 38 World Series combined. I think it'd be really cool. I know we've had several Cardinal Yankees World Series in the past, but just saying, Quinn Matthews, 4 strikeouts now. On the 9th, that's going to bring in Ben Rice, hitting .215. Originally came up as a catcher, but he can also play the outfield. He can play a little bit of DH, or he can play a little bit of first base, but Aaron Boone has him as a DH for right now. That's a changeup taken 2-2 the count. Ben Rice was 0 for 2. With a strikeout in his last game. Matthews looking for strikeout number 5. And Ben Rice looking for a solo home run, which will give the Yankees a 1-0 lead. And on a 2-2 count, Ben Rice with home run number 4 of the year. And it is indeed 1-0 New York here in the second inning. .446 feet to right field. So 1-0 New York is now the score. Here is former Cardinal Paul Goldschmidt, and he'll get a base hit into left field. It will be a 1-out single following up the home run. That's going to bring in DJ LeMahieu, hitting .233. Fouls off a fastball. The count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. And I know some of you guys watching this are probably going to wonder, why is DJ LeMahieu still on the Yankees in this game? Simple, because if you guys have been watching this series, you guys will know the first game of this franchise came out in March. Yes, March. And so, yeah, the roster I'm using came out at the beginning of the season, when the game first came out. Well, Mayhew strikes out. There's number 5. for Quinn Matthews. He was probably hoping to get it after striking out Stanton. But nope. 2 outs now. Here's Peraza.
Nope. That's inside.
But yeah, so there will be certain players who were traded at the deadline that will be on teams that are on when they start out the year. Like Carlos Correa, still a Twin. Even though in real life he got traded to the Astros. Ryan Helsley, who was traded in real life to the Mets. He's still a Cardinal. Grounder to Duran. Flips over to Weston Wilson playing shortstop. We go to the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 New York is the score. Jordan Walker leads off the bottom of inning number 2 against Clark Schmidt. Did Clark Schmidt start his career as a Pirate? Why do I feel like he started off his career in Pittsburgh? I don't know. 2-2 pitch. Or am I thinking... I'm thinking of Clay Holmes. Yeah, Clay Holmes, he started out his career as a Pirate. Clark Schmidt, he's been a Yankee forever. He's been a Yankee since 2020. Was a first-round pick by the Yankees in 2017 out of South Carolina. There's ball 4 to Jordan Walker. And now bring in Nolan Arenado hitting .302. Clark Schmidt also debuted for the Yankees on September 4th of 2020 versus the Orioles. Started off as his first full season was 2022. Here's Arenado. 2-1 count, 365 career home runs in 13 seasons in the big leagues. Crazy to think that Arenado's been in the league this long. There's a base hit to left. Over to second is Walker, and it's 2-1, and nobody out. One-two pitch to Donovan, playing right field today. Doesn't really play a lot of right field. He's been playing a lot of left field, second base, third base, played some shortstop. This is, I think, one of the first times Brandon Donovan has played right field in this game. I mean, he can play right field, which is a great thing, but I'm just saying we usually don't use him as a right fielder. Donovan fouls it off. Count remains 2-2. He was the lone Cardinal All-Star in real life. Actually got a hit in the All-Star game too, which was fun to see. There's a fly ball to left. Stanton will make the catch. Walker will go to third. And so the Cardinals have runners at the corners with 1 out. Here's Weston Wilson. Came over in a trade alongside Yohan Rojas from the Phillies. So far, that's trade work has been working out pretty well for St. Louis. Wilson, a 17th round pick in 2016. I remember when they had I think at one point they had 40 rounds in the MLB draft. Wilson strikes out for out number 2. Clark Schmidt picks up his second strikeout of the game. That'll bring in Ezekiel Duran. Runners in the corners, 2 outs. Here's a 1-1 from Schmidt. Out of the way. It is hotter than you know what outside. There's a heat advisory going on this weekend, so probably got to be staying indoors until it's night timeout. There is a strikeout. Clark Schmidt gets out of the pickle. The Cardinals waste an opportunity to score a run. We go to the third inning. 1-0 Yankees. Renato Hernandez, Jess Chisholm, and Cody Bellinger all due up for the Yankees here in the top of inning number 3. There's a changeup to Hernandez, and it's 1-2. Six strikeouts on the night for Quinn Matthews. Would be cool if he pulled a Kerry Wood and had like 20 strikeouts in this game. Well, so far he's got 6, so he just needs 14 more. Very possible that he can do that. 2 balls, 1 strike to count to Jazz Chisholm. He struck out his last time up. There's a fastball taken for ball 3. 1-0 Yankees is the score, and a home run hit by Ben Rice. Back in the top of inning number 2. Chisholm early on a fastball, fouls it off, 3-2. Hopefully everybody had a good Friday night. I know I sure did. So me and my roommates, we went to this like little event thing. Arenado makes the catch for out number 2. And take a look at the replay again. Arenado being awesome. Yeah, kind of love that. Here's Bellinger. So,
3 balls, 1 strike.
To anybody watching this who might be in college, so you know how sometimes colleges will do like these cheesy like scavenger hunts type of things. You know, they have like little stuff like that go on. There's a base hit to left field as Bellinger picks up his first hit of the day. I believe it's his first hit. But so last night we had this thing where a scavenger hunt, and pretty much the theme of it was catch is finding Sasquatch. There's a pickoff throw. Bellinger's trying to steal second. He tried to, I don't know what he was trying to do. We're gonna have to take a look at that, take a replay of that. I'm trying to tell a story, but so Matthews. So here's Bellinger. He had a nice little lead, nice little distance between him and Contreras. Matthews is watching him, makes a quick little dart throw to Contreras, covering the bag. Bellinger's like, oh crap, I might as well go to second. So that's what he does. And he ends up being out number 3. So I'm going to tell the story real quick, and then we'll get back to the game. So last night, Herrera with ball 4, with Rojas coming up. So yesterday we did like the scavenger hunt thing, and the theme was that it was called like catching Sasquatch. Like it was pretty much a guy dressed up in a Sasquatch costume. There's a base hit for Rojas over to second. Is Herrera. It's 2-1, nobody out for Nootbaar. And so like we all split up into teams. We had like a little list thing that we had to do during the scavenger hunt, and a lot of it was like really dumb. It was like human pyramid, you know, do you know, sing a random song to people, you know, finish the lyrics, you know, take a picture with someone's dog, ask someone for $5. I don't know why that was on there. You know, another one was, I can't think of the rest of them, but yeah, pretty much we had to do all that, and you would get points and stuff But really the main prize, I believe, was trying to catch the guy in a Sasquatch costume. Dupar strikes out. And then afterwards, I think we had like free Chick-fil-A, which was cool. But they were also handing out free water bottles, and I was more interested in the water bottles than I was the Chick-fil-A. There's a grounder to LeMahieu. Will Contreras beat this throw out? He will not. So a nice play at third by DJ LeMahieu. Herrera and Rojas will move to second and third. Would have been nice if they had runners there in the first place, but would have been nice if Contreras beat out that throw. But here's Jordan Walker. Fouled away, the count's 1-2. Second and third, 2 outs. Cardinals with another chance to score a run. Just early on the sweeper. So yeah, that was my night, and we didn't get home till like, I don't know what time we got home last night, but it was pretty late. It's currently 4:23 Central Time. I think after this I'm going to go to the quad, or I'm going to go to the cafe, get something to eat, and then I'll probably go for like a little walk around campus. I'm not too sure, but Walker strikes out. We go to the fourth inning. Yet another blown opportunity. Wasted by St. Louis to just score a run. How hard is it to score runs? Here's Aaron Judge to lead things off.
That's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a 2-2 to Judge. Strikeout number 7, I believe that is now. Yes, it is. Strikeout number 7. Aaron Judge now 0 for 2 today with a pair of Ks. Here's Giancarlo Stanton. 1-0 Yankees for those of you just tuning in on a home run hit by Ben Rice. See, today we had the first scrimmage, football scrimmage. It was red versus white. That was the matchup. Those were the two teams. There's a strikeout for out number 2. There's someone on the football team. I'm not going to say his name, but he's a freshman this year, and his high school played my high school in the playoffs. Fly ball to right. Donovan makes the catch. Bottom of the 4th coming up. Arenado, Donovan, Wilson will do up. It's 1-0 New York.
Leading off for St. Louis.
This is also a good time to talk about our Cardinals trivia question. And this one is very fitting since the Yankees are in town. The Cardinals, so the final out of Game 7 of the 1926 World Series, how did that occur? How did that occur? What was the final out of Game 7 of the 1926 World Series? We'll reveal the answer when we come back for the top of the 5th inning. For right now, enjoy some Nolan Arenado. 0 for 1 tonight with a flyout. He works the count 3-1. Swings and misses 3-2. 1926, I think that was the first time the Cardinals and the Yankees met in the World Series. There's a strikeout for Clark Schmidt. He picks up his 6th of the day.
For the Cardinals, right fielder, Brendan Donovan.
There's a fly ball to deep center. Over the head of Bellinger. This one's going to be a one-out double. Donovan is on with Weston Wilson coming up. Seems like it's been a hot minute since we've had Brendan Donovan in the lineup. Since we traded for Rojas, we moved him to the bench. Nootbaar's been playing left field, and then Jordan Walker and Alec Burleson, they've been platooning in right field. There's a grounder to short, throw to first in time for out number 2. Runner at second, 2 out. Here's Ezekiel Duran. Back to Schmidt. Into 4. 1-0 Yankees is the score. Hey, that rhymed. But I'm a poet. I didn't even know that. Here's both starters at the end of the first 4 innings. It's been a nice little pitcher's duel. Duel. There we go, duel. 4 innings for both starters. 1 home run allowed by Quinn Matthews. 3 hits, 8 strikeouts on the day. As for Clark Schmidt, he's allowed a couple walks, 3 hits, and he struck out 6. Here's former Cardinal Paul Goldschmidt to lead off the inning. Anthony Banda and Zach Jackson both warming up in the St. Louis bullpen. Matthews might be having a good start, but one of those guys where he's usually done after 5 or 6 innings. 3-1 the count to Goldie.
Now batting, third baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
1 out now. Here is DJ LeMahieu. And it's also a good time to mention the answer of our trivia question. Game 7 of the 1926 World Series between the Cardinals and the Yankees. How did the final out occur? The final out occurred when Babe Ruth was caught stealing second base. For Babe Ruth, George Herman Ruth was caught stealing second base, which ended up being the final out. So Babe Ruth, of course we all know who Babe Ruth is. I feel like people who aren't even baseball fans, I feel like, know who Babe Ruth is. Of course, he was known for being a pitcher with the Red Sox and was a hitter for the Yankees.
Ball, that's upstairs.
Two balls, 1 strike, the count to Peraza. But yeah, Babe Ruth, he was known for being a good pitcher. He was known for being a big power hitter. He just wasn't exactly known for his speed. And it definitely showed. There's a strikeout. 2 in the inning. Or the top of the inning, I should say. For the 1926 World Series, that was one of 3 World Series Babe Ruth ended up losing in his career. 1921, 1922, and then 1926. Fly ball under right. Judge makes the catch for out number 1. Babe Ruth ended up winning 7 World Series throughout his career, with 3 with the Red Sox and 4 with New York. Rojas is caught sleeping. That's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
One-two pitch, 2 outs. This could very well be Clark Schmidt's last inning also. We saw in the top of the 5th inning, the Cardinals had a couple guys warming up in their bullpen. I'm assuming the Yankees
Ball 2.
have the same mindset going on. Let's see. Who do we got warming up? Number 57 and number 53. Oh, 63 and 57, my bad. So, yeah. 2-2 pitch to Nootbaar. Takes the sweeper, 3-2. Nootbaar grounded out and struck out in 2 trips at the plate.
Take your base, ball 4.
And there's ball 4. 3rd walk allowed by Schmidt.
Wilson Contreras.
And so that'll bring in Wilson Contreras 0 for 2 here today. Contreras fouls it off. The count is 1-2. Can I name any 1926 Cardinals? Me? Probably not. I don't think I can. Without looking at Baseball Reference. But the Cardinals and Yankees, they've met, I think, 4 more times in the World Series after 26, 28.
Nope.
Won by the Yankees in 1942, 43, and 1964. There's another walk to Contreras. Here's Jordan Walker. A home run could give the Cardinals the lead. And instead, a ground out will end the inning. 1-0 Yankees at the end of 5. Anthony Banda is first up out of the bullpen. I know Roger Hornsby was on the 1926 Cardinals. He was the player manager.
Anthony Banda.
Let's see. I think Grover Cleveland was on that team. Jesse Haynes. Jesse Haynes, he's a Cardinal Hall of Famer, I believe. Pitched until he was 43. Then again, he was kind of a late bloomer. During his career, he played his first full season when he was 26. Which is crazy. Jesse Haynes is a pitcher out of Clayton, Ohio. Probably grew up a Reds fan and then made his way over to St. Louis. It's the better Red team, if you ask me. Looking up his stats on Baseball Reference, Jesse Haynes was... Not only was he a good pitcher, he was also pretty solid with the bat also.
Jazz Chisholm Jr.
Here's the 1-2.
Now batting, center fielder Cody Bellinger.
2-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Count is now 1-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
Another strikeout. Banda with a scoreless 6th inning. Arenado, Donovan, Weston Wilson due up. 1-0 New York. Here is Fernando Cruz. First up out of the New York bullpen. Face Arenado, Donovan, and Wilson. 3 hits in this game for the Cardinals, and they have not yet scored any runs. They've had some guys get on base, they just can't score any of them. Arenado out to right. Judge will make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder
Brendan Donovan warming up, or is up next. He's 1 for 2 today with a double. Splitter, strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's hot as balls in here. It's funny because like in my apartment, like the Donovan strikes out for out number 2. The like in the living room and the kitchen, it's nice and cool and AC. Meanwhile, in the bedrooms itself, it's like completely it's like hot. It's kind of sticky.
2 balls, 1 strike.
There's like no AC in the bedroom, so we have to have like a fan. We have a ceiling fan. I had to bring my fan from home. My roomie's got a fan on his bunk bed. Sometimes I'll sometimes open the window so we can bring in some cool air, but that doesn't always work. How is that a strike? Are you kidding me? That's clearly a ball. Are you serious, dude? Here's Phil Maton.
Now pitching.
Someone who got traded in real life by the Cardinals. Cardinals made only 3 trades. Trade away Phil Maton, Ryan Helsley, and Steven Match. Just 3 guys, 3 relievers who are at the end of who are going to be free agents at the end of the season. So like, I knew the Cardinals were going to be sellers. Like, I didn't think they were going to be like heavy sellers. And that's kind of what they did. They were just soft sellers at the deadline. Just gave up 3 relief pitchers. I know Phil Maton, he's been doing really good with the Rangers. Steven Matz, he's been okay with the Red Sox. And Helsley, dude, what the heck happened to him? Dude was lights out as a Cardinal. And now he looks like Devin Williams with the. It's like, man, what is it with New York? Like, do they just suck all the goodness out of Midwest closing pitchers. Like, they just suck out all the goodness out of them. Or what? Like, I don't know. Is there something in the water in New York that doesn't taste good? Well, as Corey Seager said, after the Rangers won the World Series, I guess we'll never know. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ben Rice, hitting .219. And then you gotta remember too, like, all the guys the Cardinals gave up were like in their early 30s. Like Helsley, I think he's like 31. Maton, I think he's like 32. And then Steven Matz is in his late 30s, like 33, 34. So yeah, like I'm actually kind of okay with what we ended up giving up. Rice has gone on strikes, and we go to the home half of the 7th. Time to stretch here in Busch. It's 1-0 Yankees. Ian Hamilton, someone who, ironically, I know the Yankees were favorites they were looking for a third baseman. They ended up getting Ryan McMahon from Colorado. I know they were rumored to get Arenado, and I remember some of the trade, what are they called? Like mock trades? Is that what they're called? Like fake trades? Like trade proposal ideas on like Instagram and Twitter and all that. Grounder to Chisholm went away. And I saw like Arenado to the Yankees, and it was like Ian Hamilton was in that deal. Clayton Beater was in that deal. A few other Yankee prospects were in that deal, yeah. More action going on in the Yankee bullpen. Herrera's going on strikes, 2 outs.
Now back.
Cardinals have struck out. Yankees have struck out 15 times as a team. Cardinals have struck out 10 times tonight as a team. So we could see a 20 strikeout game from the Cardinals pitching side. Quinn Matthews had 10 strikeouts, 2 strikeouts for Anthony Banda, and then Phil Maton struck out the side in the top half of the inning. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Slider 2-2. End of 7 here at Busch. 1-0 Yankees as the score. Here is the man, the myth, the legend, Will Vest, someone that I brought in at the trade deadline from the Tigers. I know he was the closer in Detroit, but we have him as like a setup guy. I have no idea why, but the Tigers actually had him on the block, on the trade block, and I believe they offered me Will Vest, and it was a deal that I just couldn't pass up because I love Will Vest. I think he's a really good closer, or he's a really good relief pitcher. Here's the pitch to LeMahieu, another strikeout. 17 strikeouts now from the entire Cardinals pitching staff. And now bring in Peraza. Crowd on their... Well, the crowd was on their feet here in Busch, but now they're all sitting down. 2-2. Peraza for 2 today. He's been the main guy at shortstop today for the Yankees, and he strikes out the side. Brilliant pitching performances from the Cardinal bullpen. The Yankee bullpen's been pretty dominant today, too. Here's Mark Leiter.
Number 56.
Newpar will lead things off. That's it. Foul down the line, and it's 1-2. We have been live for 45 minutes. Cutter, base hit down the right field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Obviously, it's going to be a fair ball. As you can see, it's clearly fair there. But a leadoff double for Newpar. There we go. That's a nice little start here in the 8th inning. That'll bring in Wilson Contreras. He fouls it off. The runner at second is Newpar. Fouls off the cutter again. Still a 3-2 count. And the cutter hit out to left center field. This has the chance to go out. And it is. It's gone. Cardinals lead 2-1. Wilson Contreras with home run number 25 of the year. Wilson Contreras, a 2-run homer to left center field, and it's 2-1 St. Louis. Here's Jordan Walker 0 for 2 tonight. Hits it right to LeMahieu for out number 1.
Now batting.
Ben will make a pitching change. He'll bring in Scott Efros to face Arenado. Scott Efros, was he a Cub at one point? He was. Wow, yes, he was a Chicago Cub. That's awesome. That I remembered that. We're going to warm up Helsley. Beep, beep. Arenado hits it fair down the left field line. And it is going to be a 1-out double. Probably going to quick manage the rest. Donovan base hit. Wilson hits into a double play. We're going to go to the 9th. Helsley will pitch. Get the save. Cardinals are also, they just need 2 strikeouts. We'd have a 20 strikeout performance from the entire pitching staff. There's number 19. One and 2 the count. Helsley also looking for save number 52. He's got 51 so far. There's another strikeout. 20 strikeouts from the entire Cardinals pitching staff. And now here's Cody Bellinger. Router to Duran. Cardinals win 2-1. Wilson Contreras with the 2-run homer in the 8th inning. A brilliant pitching performance by Quinn Matthews. He had a great 5-inning start. 10 strikeout performance. The rest of the bullpen was lights out. Will Vest will pick up the win. Helsley picks up save number 52. And that's all we got for you here today for Cardinal Baseball here in Let's Talk Sports. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like. Best way to show your support. Subscribe, comment, all that great stuff. I love you.